Hello, everybody. I'm Al Motavalli with Flowline. Thank you for joining me here to talk about EchoBeam, our relatively new product. We've had it for about a year and a half. Actually, that's not EchoBeam. That's a squeezy replica of EchoBeam. We call it Squeezy Steve. This is EchoBeam. This is the product we're going to talk about. It is basically an accumulation of years of experience here at Flowline with Level. We've finally come up with a product that hits the bullseye in every category you can imagine. And from my experience and my colleagues here, we've had years and years of experience, it begins to get to a point of level bliss. It's at the top of the mountain for us. And so the way it gets us there is there are three pillars that make this thing the bullseye product. One is application bandwidth increase, it gets wider. Two is performance, and three is delivery. Those three things come together, make me feel really comfortable that I got a product that I could approach the customer and have a solution. So how does this happen? Well, first of all, most of you are familiar that we are in a business of ultrasonic. We've had ultrasonic, which is non-contact measurement, for a number of years. Ultrasonics are great, but you see, with ultrasonics, you have some application anomalies. It's application sensitive. There's some issues that we have to always ask a question. Like, for example, is it a waste treat tank that's got foam on the surface? Ultrasonics don't like that a whole lot. Does it have lots of fumes and vapors? Yes, then maybe we shouldn't consider ultrasonic. We've got to consider something else. So we've done ultrasonic. We became a master at it. We've supported it and will continue to do so in the future because it has been a great growth opportunity for us. But we, a few years ago, decided to employ a different technology, and that's radar. Radar is a different type of signal that is less sensitive to foam, less sensitive to fumes and vapors, and less sensitive to temperature changes. Outdoors, black poly tank, doesn't matter. And all in all is just a great performer. And so having to follow the guidelines of agencies that give compliance, like FCC, for example, we had to come up with a radar that had a pretty big antenna. It was a 26 gigahertz platform. It's a frequency. Details doesn't matter at this point. But this 26 gigahertz platform would produce something like this, for example. Of course, the size is larger. You can see material considerations are different, and price is more than ultrasonic. But it solves the problem. What we did, though, is we got together, our engineering team got together, and we started to say, well, how can we take this radar and bring the price and size down to a point that now people could consider it the same as ultrasonic? And we finally accomplished it, and that's done with EchoBeam, this thing here. I'm going to give you one part number. There are four products: LR80, 81, 83, and 85. I want you to remember LR80-0000. That's a complete part number. That will hit 85% of what you're doing. If you remember that part number, you can spec a level and you're done with it. It uses radar technology, goes right through the PVDF nose. And as far as application bandwidth, what you can do are things like this. If your customer says, oh, this is fantastic, but it's PVDF, anything in my cabinet has got to be Teflon that comes in contact with liquid. So we have an adapter that we put at the end of this thing, and this adapter is all Teflon, PTFE. Okay? What if you walk into a dairy farm and they say, oh, this is nice, but I like those quick disconnect tri-clamp fittings, so we have an adapter for that, right? Kind of like I have an app for that, we have an adapter for that. You just add this, that's all. It's still LR80-0000 with an adapter for that particular application. And so we do all of that, and I got to share with you this thing that is kind of, I call it a fall out of your chair moment. Our team, a light bulb went off. They said, well, if radar could go through plastic, why not, in some cases, we just have it sit on top of the tank if it's plastic or fiberglass, which I've never thought of it. I mean, without a hole, without poking a hole, right? So what we've done is we have this other thing that kind of increases the application bandwidth. This is a fitting that has a 3M adhesive, industrial grade adhesive. You peel off and stick it on top. Take totes, for example. Who pokes a hole in a tote? You just stick one of these on top and you're good to go without touching the liquid. So you could see that it increases. And here's another thing that we could increase with that bandwidth. These LR 80, 81, 83, 85, they're designed to be used on liquids of different tank heights, right? Well, we could also use it on aggregates, like this cement factory, for example, cement facility. You could use the same model, same exact model, on powder, aggregate, in food processing, with grains and what have you. All of that would work with this thing. I say different tank heights. We go tanks up to 100 feet. I doubt very much you run into a 100-foot tall tank. But LR 80-0000 goes from a tiny tank about this size to a tank up to 32 feet. I think that covers the entire gamut for you. If you're outside that, we've got other products. Output 4 to 20 milliamps, standard, right? You have a customer that wants a different output, like Hart. They want serial output, like Modbus. We have them, okay? Call us, we'll figure out the part number for you. But your LR 80-0000, one-stop shop, 4 to 20 milliamps, you're done with it, okay? All you got to do is complement it with the display if the customer wants, or find the right fitting for them. Maybe it's just a standard bulkhead. So we got application about it. Here's the other thing, performance, the product. Everybody says my product works, our product works. We look at data after data every day. It's my personal experience. Also, we look at data that we have available. Our tech call log, down. Our product return, down. This is a product that it's almost reached a point of, what do they call it? Set it and forget it, okay? Goes on top of the tank, you're done with it. So application bandwidth increase, you've got performance. The third thing, really important, delivery. Ever since pandemic, logistics has become the thing now, the buzzword. Everybody, when are you going to have it available for me? You talk to our competitors, for example, sure, they'll say they have product available. When you actually get down to placing an order for like 10 of them, 4, 5, 6 weeks. Us, we have lots of stock here. Our distribution partner has lots of stock. And literally, I wouldn't exaggerate if I tell you, you could almost close your eyes and guarantee overnight shipment for an LR 80-0000. Make it easy, right? So what else is easy? Product has got to be easy. That's it. This is all you need. And here's the thing. No more push buttons or reading of a bulky manual. Your customer wants to set that up. We have an app that you download from your App Store or Google Play. This thing is called Level Tap. You could demo it to your customers. With that, your customer could be standing below, sensors installed on the tank, and they could put the parameters in there, give it a name, take pictures, all that stuff, right? Bluetooth technology is what we use. So you can see what we've done here is try to make it easier for you to pick one part number, memorize that part number, everything else will fall into place, right? So what we've done also is for our sales partners, we have some tools here. First of all, these squeezy Steves, we've got tons of them. We're going to ship them out to different sales branches that work with us. You could have it, toss it around to your customer. Take a picture of yourself with your customer or yourself with this. Have this in the picture. Send it to us. We're going to give out prizes for the most fun picture, the best picture. We also have these tattoos that we put together. They're washable. These tattoos, they literally adhere to your arm and they look real tattoo. Put it on your arm, put it on your customer's arm, take a picture of the product installed, send us some fun photos. We accumulate those and we're going to give out some really fun prizes, actual money and everything else. On top of that, we have this. This will be really handy for outside sales professionals. We have this demo case that everything that you see, everything that I pulled out and I talked about is crammed inside, nicely organized inside this, that is available for with a part number. And inside that, we put this mini brochure that everything is encapsulated. It's just a fold out with the QR codes and you're good to go. Everything is available to you. So remember, EchoBeam it gets the job done without a doubt. It's available tomorrow morning. And you could cover a lot more with one part number, LR 80-0000. We've got other part numbers to do specialty stuff. But do you remember that we're good to go. We have the sales tools. Have fun selling EchoBeam. Let us know how we could help you.